All right, welcome to today's meditation time. As you're beginning to settle in, just allow your eyes to gently close. Allow your breath to become steady and allow your body to relax. And just bring yourself into the space where you are. First, we arrive physically, then we arrive mentally. And somewhere along the way, the emotional parts of us begin to follow. There's this almost feeling of homecoming every time you pause for meditation. We go throughout our day, there's so many disconnections, there's so much busyness. But you bring all the parts back together when you arrive to the present moment. And so to start to notice the breath, trying to balance that inhale with the length of the exhale, using it as a tool, as a vehicle to calm the parts that may feel anxious, to soften the parts that maybe this day has caused to be a little bit hard, and to ease the parts that have felt tension or pain. And once again, just arriving into your space. And today I want us to continue just cultivating this concept of gratitude. It feels like every turn over the last few days, I've had an instance or a chance to talk about the power of gratitude. I've talked about it from a research perspective of studies across the US that have proven that a gratitude practice can change the neural activity of your mind. I've shared stories about how a gratitude practice can change how you see the challenging people in your life, challenging circumstances. But today I want to really go back to how it changes our point of view. There's a quote by a man named Andrew Holacek that says, "Buddhists have long observed that we don't see things the way they are. We see things the way we are." And I have a feeling that that perspective is not just held to the Buddhist faith. Because the longer we study about spirituality and spiritual paths and belief systems, we start to learn there's a lot of commonalities amongst them all. And so we may say them differently in different walks or in different paths, but the premise is oftentimes the same. And so I also believe, from the way that I have set my faith and the things that I've believed in through my life, that we don't see the world and things in it the way they are. We do see it the way we are. And that just makes our gratitude practice even more important. So what I would invite each of us to do just for these next few breaths is just recall one situation today. Any situation, doesn't have to be a challenging or a tough one, but just something you encountered. Could have been a situation standing in a line waiting for some kind of service that you needed. It could have been a situation at your work, in the day-to-day parts of your job. It could have been a situation at home, in traffic, any of them. And as you reflect on that situation, try to see all the dimensions of it. Go beyond just the surface level. See the ripple effects of that situation, how it affected things around it. See how it affected you. See how you felt as you encountered it. And then let's go back to how we feel in this moment right now. With that slow breath in and slow breath out. that grounding and safety of arriving into your space, of integrating your mind, your body, your spirit all together. Imagine if that situation that you encountered today, you had seen it with these eyes right now. If it was tough, how could that have changed how you saw it? If it was wonderful, how much more wonderful could it have been with these eyes that we have now? And I could go on and give all the examples of the way that we see things and the perception that we have and the labels that we assign. But the truth is, the lens that we look out at the world is the lens that we see. It's why two people looking at the same situation or experiencing the same thing can describe it in two very different ways. Our lens is how we see the world. Our lens is how we take it all in. And our lens is how we start to assign these labels and these judgments or these qualifications to all these things we encounter every single day. Some very neutral, some joyful, some really tough. But what if we saw them all the same way? With the eyes that come from a spirit of gratitude. We're driving down the highway, we experience all the red lights in front of us. We know there's traffic ahead. Do we grip the steering wheel a little tighter? Does our breath get a little more labored? Or do we just sit and realize what a gift it is just to pause and not have to rush to where we were going? When we're at work and we see that person coming down the hallway, the person that we often have contention or discord with, and instead of looking on it with dread, what if we saw it from those same eyes of gratitude of, this is my chance to show him or her something different. What a gift that is. That we don't come at them with the same contention that they come at us. We bring something different. And what if another part of your day, you're in the same space as someone that you care deeply about, and you're giving them what you think is your full attention because you truly do care? What if, from a true heart of gratitude, you gave them that attention? Grateful for every moment you're spending together, not distracted by your phone or by the news or even by the messages or the words that they're saying, but truly basking in the present moment that you're sharing with them. So gratitude doesn't just make us look at the challenging things and see some good. It makes the good things even better. So I'd ask each of us, what are you grateful for right now? Just think to yourself, in this moment right here, what am I grateful for? And then let's ask ourselves, did anyone today with whom we interacted feel our spirit of gratitude extended toward them? Could they feel the evidence, the ripple effect of our gratitude? Because I can ask you in this moment again to name one more thing that you're grateful for, and we could each do it. But the real test to this practice is once we get up from our spot where we feel grounded and connected and safe, And we take this practice out into the daily lives that we live, where people can feel a ripple effect from our practice. I was sitting here tonight as my grandson, as he always does, took out the big singing bowl with the mallet and just started to play. And he's so little he doesn't even realize the vibration is still going on when he's already hitting that bowl again. And then after a few times of hitting it, his little 1-year-old self grew impatient. He set the mallet down and he moved on to something else. But the vibration, the ripple effects of it persisted. What if that was what we left behind in every situation that we encountered? From the traffic, to the person at work, to the person in our life that we care so deeply about. The gratitude is within us. How do we let the ripple effect touch every part of our being, every interaction of our life, every challenge, every celebration? And so I want us just to grow quiet and just kind of reflect and just see what comes up as we sit quietly. When I think about this concept, I always go back to those words of Thich Nhat Hanh when he said, "Waking up today, I smile." 24 brand new hours are before me, where I have the opportunity to look on others with eyes of compassion. That's how I want to wake up tomorrow. That's how I want to go into hour number 1 of my day, and then hour number 2. I want to smile because of each present moment that I am blessed with. My question to us is, what does that look like? And are we ready for the ripple effect of this practice to be felt in every facet of our lives around us? Breathing in, gratitude flows into me. Breathing out, gratitude flows from me. Breathing in, gratitude flows into me. Breathing out, gratitude flows from me. Breathing in, gratitude. Breathing out, gratitude. Let's wake up tomorrow morning and smile. Let's get in our cars and encounter traffic and smile. Let's talk to the person handing us our coffee at the counter and smile. Let's sit with our person or our people and smile. Gratitude. It is not a holiday. It's not a theme. It truly is a way of being. And this practice helps us to see not only the possibilities of it in our own lives, but the effects that it can have on our world. Namaste.